Hi. 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 Are you what's the matter?
What?
What's wrong?
Nothing.
Why are you staring at my microphone?
I just want to make sure it's positioned correctly.
You always say that. Do you need to come in here? Because I don't want you to spill my coffee. I need it. Do you need to
Are
come in
you
here?
on right now?
Yeah.
Oh, then I have to go.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't. Stand over there.
No, I can't. I gotta go
Sure you
back to
can.
bed.
No, you're not going back to bed.
Oh, it's time for the classic
Stand
rock.
over there.
Stand over where?
Stand over there.
You can't hear me. What?
You can hear. We can hear you.
You can hear me?
Yeah. I can hear you.
Oh, thank you.
And all of the other thousands of participants will be able to hear you as well.
Oh, okay. It's Monday.
It is Monday.
Wow. And Christmas is coming.
So I just want to talk quickly about we have some folks a little upset with us.
Why?
We put up our Christmas tree.
Yes.
And the reason why we did that is just to bring a little joy to our lives right now
Right.
because we just wanted to.
And it was great. The tree went up yesterday.
Yeah.
And some trick-or-treaters came to the house last night.
At like it was 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock.
It's like, excuse me.
And I didn't answer the door because they ate all the candy.
What? Like, why would?
We're like, why?
What did you say? Like 5 cars pulled up?
5 cars pulled up.
We live in the middle of nowhere anyway. So what do you? First of all, we never get trick-or-treaters ever. And I said trick-or-treaters.
Trick-or-treaters?
I said trick-or-treaters.
I thought you said trick-or-treaters.
So I'm like, hide, turn all the lights off.
Oh my God.
Make sure no one knows we're here. It was 9 p.m.
9 p.m.
Who does that? I never did that.
I'm usually in bed by 9 p.m.
I mean, even as a teenager,
Even at
when
9 a.m.
we went trick-or-treating, we didn't go out at 9 o'clock at night. We didn't.
Yeah, we did.
Good morning, Mary. And Mary's fine with the Christmas tree thing. She's fine with it.
I know Mary is. And some people are upset with me, but you know what? Humbug. Scrooge.
Here's the thing. We figured if we put it up now, we don't have to worry about it for 2 months.
Right.
Like, we're good. Bye, Al.
Oh, Christmas tree. Oh, Christmas
I can't.
Tree.
This kid. So happy Monday to each and every one of you. Today is November 1st of 2021, November 1st, mortgage day, rent day, bill day, and it's Monday. Ugh. But it'll be a great day, right? It's all in how you make the day. If you wake up and say, this is going to be the baddest day on the planet, it's going to be the baddest day on the planet. If you wake up and say, what a beautiful morning, it will be a beautiful morning and then a beautiful day. It's all in the attitude, correct? Amundo? Yes, it is. I finished watching You, the series on Netflix. If any of you, this is season 3. If any of you have watched it, it is the craziest series ever. And I have said this so many times before. Whoever wrote this thing has got issues, but I love it. And it was tough for me to get into it. I will not lie. Because the other 2 seasons I binge watched in an entire weekend. I didn't stop. Like, I turned it on, I sat there and I watched every single episode. This season, season 3, this is the 3rd time I've gone into You. That sounds really bad, but this is the 3rd time I went into the series of You on Netflix. And even Al jumped in and started watching it. And then here's the thing. He starts asking me questions about the characters. Don't do that. You've missed 2 seasons plus. I'm not explaining it to you right now. Just sit there and watch it and it'll be fine. He's like, wow, this is crazy. Craziest series ever. However, loved it. Got really into it and was very good. And there's going to be another season coming. So that's great. Had a really fun weekend. I was able to get off of work early on Friday afternoon and I went thrifting, which is always just so much fun. We went to a nice restaurant in East Greenwich, way better than the one we went to a couple of weeks ago. Oh my gosh, that was horrendous. But this one is called Bezos in East Greenwich. It was really nice. very expensive, can't be doing this is why we don't go out to eat. It just is so much money, and we didn't have much. But it was just nice to kick back and do a little of nothing, right? It was something but nothing. And what did I do Saturday? Saturday was another thrifting day, and my very best friend Michelle and her sister Paula came over and we hung out. We ate more food. It was definitely a food weekend. And then when they left, I watched the rest of You on Saturday night. That was really good. Yesterday, we took a really nice ride to Connecticut, and the foliage was absolutely beautiful. Went to a couple of thrift places there. It was just nice. It wasn't anything spectacular or spooktacular because it was Halloween, but it was nice to just take a ride. We haven't done that in a really long time. We used to take Sunday rides, like driving Miss Daisy. We used to take Sunday rides all the time. So it was nice to do that yesterday. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. If you are not yet subscribed to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. It helps me out tremendously, seriously. I mean, it takes me a lot of time to put this content together, so that would be awesome. Also, hit the like button and the notification bell that lets you know every single time that I upload a brand new video. Follow me on the socials on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. Alice so mad because I put up a quick little video on TikTok last night of him sleeping, and then I woke him up,
That was not right.
and he's like, "Ah!" Like, he is so fun to watch sleep because he says things, like, he mumbles. He he gets, like, all flustered when he wakes up, and you cannot understand one thing he says. It
That was not fair.
was great, though, so if you follow me on TikTok, you can go ahead and see that. It's on Instagram too. Let's go ahead and get into it. Today, what I'm doing is little different today. I'm doing a rock recap of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame ceremony that happened on this past Saturday night. And then after that, we're going to talk a little bit about Mr. Peppermint Perry himself, Steve Perry. So here we go. Here is your classic rock raw on Monday, November 1st of 2021. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction ceremony happened in Cleveland on Saturday night. Now, if you missed it, it will be on HBO Max on November 20th. But if you can't wait, if you just cannot wait until November 20th, there are a gazillion, well, really not a gazillion, but there are a bunch of clips on YouTube that you can go ahead and watch. Jennifer Hudson, who is amazing. I mean, her voice is incredible. She sang Carole King's co-written song Natural Woman, which was done for Aretha Franklin. Jennifer Hudson, she sang it perfectly. Sang it perfectly. And that Carole King, what a spitfire she is. Love her. Keith Urban, dude, like he took over the whole I think he took over that whole ceremony on Saturday night. He's so good and he's so versatile. He sang the Bee Gees to Love Somebody. Now Barry Gibb was there with his wife. Keith Urban did an amazing rendition of that song. Why he did it, I don't know. Why the Bee Gees were represented, I don't really care because I love them so much. I could watch anything Bee Gees at any time and any moment. So I'm happy with it because I didn't watch the entire ceremony. I was sucked into You on Netflix. And that's what happens with these Netflix things. You get sucked in and you just can't. You watch one episode, I'm like, Okay, after this one, I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna go do something." Doesn't happen that way. All right, just one more. Just one more. Just like chocolate. Just one more. So Barry Gibb, he was clapping along to Keith singing his song. Now, the Bee Gees were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1997, and in 2010, the Bee Gees inducted ABBA. Now, as you know or may not know, on November 5th, the same day that Steve Perry's The Season is coming out, ABBA has their Voyage coming out. 40 years later, an album from ABBA. Everybody's pretty excited about that. So, yeah, it was really great. Keith Urban, you gotta love him. I'm not a country person, however, he's just gosh dang it, and we're gonna talk more about him in a minute. Paul McCartney, he inducted his friend Dave Grohl and the Foo Fighters, and of course, Paul did a ditty with them. Why would he not? It was so funny in the days beforehand. "Ooh, will Paul McCartney sing with the Foo Fighters? We don't know." Of course he was gonna do it. Why would he not? He's right there. I mean, you might as well let him sing something. Now, before Paul joined, Dave said that he learned all that he knows from just listening to Beatles records. He was not formally trained, he just listened to Beatles records. It's pretty amazing. So, Paul and the Foo Fighters collaborated to Get Back. Late lead guitarist for Ozzy Osbourne, Randy Rhoads, he posthumously received the Musical Excellence Award, and that award is given to those who have had a great musical influence. Everybody was really excited to see him get an award in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Guitarist for Rage Against the Machine, Tom Morello, he inducted Randy because we really didn't know who was going to do that. And it was fitting because Tom actually named his son after Randy. So his son name is named Rhodes or Road. Rhodes or Road? I don't know. Rhodes. His son is named Rhodes after Randy. That's pretty amazing. He named his kid after him. Ozzy was not at the ceremony, but definitely would have loved to have been there. Ozzy has said that he owes his career to Randy and that when Randy would play, the hairs on the back of his neck would stand up. Randy was only 25 years old when he died on March 19th of 1982 in that horrific plane crash. The Go-Go's. These ladies, my goodness, they got in 15 years after being eligible to get into the Rock Hall. Who makes these decisions? I have no idea. Beauty and the Beat came out in 1981. Is that even possible? 1981. It feels like we all listened to that album just yesterday. Now, the ladies of the Go-Go's have said that they do feel their recent Showtime documentary helped to get their spot in the Rock Hall. However, they're still baffled at how long it took them to get there. How about Pat Benatar and Foreigner? Can we talk about them for just a minute? It literally makes no sense to me why the two of them, well, there's a lot more in Foreigner, but you know what I mean, Foreigner and Pat Benatar, why they are not in the Rock Hall yet. And people were pretty mad about Pat not getting nominated yet again. Foreigner, I just don't, those two. I know I'm making noises. Now, I thought this was really unbelievably crazy. Google said, now if Google says it, you know it's got to be right. It is projected that Pat will not be inducted until 2031. Help me now. And Foreigner does not even have a prediction year. So Google is saying Pat will be inducted in 10 years, Foreigner never. Does that make sense? And where does this information come from? Somebody has to input that information or maybe not. Artificial intelligence is taking over our lives. So maybe yeah, they don't want people here anymore anyway. Foreigner has 14 top 20 hits. Pat has 15 top 40 hits. So I just don't get it. They both should get in for 2022. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments below. I'm staying positive. Google is not. Back to the Go-Go's. Drew Barrymore inducted them and donned herself in a towel and face cream just like they did on the record. Drew is so cute. Drew said that she's been a fan since she was a little girl and thought that the band was the gateway to cool. And I believe when Drew was like 10 or 11, she interviewed Belinda Carlisle, I believe, on MTV. Now, the Go-Go's, they sounded great as they performed We Got the Beat, and when they found out about their nomination in May, drummer Gina Schock said that she was trying to think of different ways to say how this feels. They're all just so cute, really. Jane Wiedlin had the best dress on. It was it was just so cute. Go and watch highlights at least. It was just really cute. Their hope is for more women to get inducted. Pat Benatar, hello. Just saying, just throwing it out there. But Queen Tina Turner finally got her due as a solo artist. Now, before we talk about Tina, Todd Rundgren, as we all know, did not attend the ceremony. And someone posted a video of Todd at his concert that he was at on Saturday night. Again, he offered the Rock Hall to do a live feed from his show. They said no. He's like, fine, I'm not going. And Todd sounds amazing. Those clips are also on YouTube. Everything is on YouTube. Go ahead and check out his voice. My gosh, Todd Rundgren. He sounds great. And it's really just too bad that I mean, Todd he doesn't care. Like, he just says it. Yeah, whatever. He's all good about it. But it would have been really awesome if they did a live feed of him from his show. And it just would have been so cool for the members of that audience to have Todd on stage receiving his award at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame while they're in the audience. It just I think that would have been great TV, radio, everything. It didn't happen that way, but Todd is fine with it. Patti Smith inducted Todd in a pre-recorded message and talked about her early relationship with Todd because, as she said, he has so many accomplishments to talk about that she decided to focus on their long friendship. At the time I wrote this, Todd has not made any statements. Again, could be completely different. He may say something today, but at the time of this writing, he has not said anything. Going back to Tina Turner, Angela Bassett, she gave such a passionate induction speech, and that woman knows how to speak. She knows how to speak, she knows how to look. And when she played Tina Turner, as I've said thousands of times, she was Tina Turner in the movie What's Love Got to Do with It from 1993. And remember, Tina has already been inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame for her time with Ike. So the fact that she now got recognized for her solo career, thank you, about time, another about time moment. Tina did send a video message which said, I must have done something right. I'm very happy to have this. It's great. And thank you. She looked awesome. Even though she's had a lot of health issues, she really looked good. And congratulations to the Queen, Tina Turner. Gosh. But I did not realize Bryan Adams was scheduled to perform It's Only Love, but he tested positive. So Keith Urban stepped in for that as well, and this is how n I don't wanna call myself dumb, but sometimes I am. I'm just so aloof to current pop music. Sorry, I am. Keith performed alongside a performer named Her. Like, who's Her? Is that her? Maybe that's her. No, Her is a person.
What about him?
Her name is Her.
Him.
And as much as I'm sitting here, I'm listening to all this and I'm going, Is that a real person?" It is Her is a real person, very talented. She's absolutely adorable. So when Her, really Her, I mean, I feel like I'm being disrespectful, but that's her name. That's her
Him.
stage name. And Keith Urban sang It's Only Love. She nailed it, and they did such a great rendition of it. Again, this Keith Urban man, hello, so good. So good, and I loved what they both did with that song. It was just meant to happen that way. You know how you always say, "Hey, it would have been great for Bryan Adams to be there because him and Tina sang the song together." I love that song whenever we play it on the station because we do play it on Kiki.fm. It's just such an uplifting song, but it was meant for Keith and Her to do it, and it was great. Tina is living in Switzerland, and again, she looked awesome on her video message. Another congratulations to the queen herself, Miss Tina Turner. Love her. I just do. Moving on to Steve Perry news. Like, how can we not talk about this? And I will be talking about it
Oh, no.
all throughout the week because you know why?
Why?
Because I love him. We all love Steve Perry. Everyone sending me messages. Kiki, did you know about the thing that Steve Perry's doing on YouTube? Of course I know. Of course I know. I know about it. On Friday night, November 5th, Mr. Peppermint Perry himself is going to be live on YouTube talking to you. Can you believe it? Can you even believe it? I'm not even going to touch that with a 10-foot pole. Here's what I'm going to do for you guys. This is what I'm doing. I'm going to sit back. I'm going to watch it alongside all of you wonderful and amazing people. I'm going to take notes. Then we're going to have a Peppermint Perry after party. That's what we're going to do. It's going to be way past my bedtime at that point. So I may be yawning. However, I am committing myself to having an after party after Steve Perry does his live viewing, showing slash question answering thing on YouTube on Friday night, this Friday night, November 5th. I'm hoping it'll only be on for an hour.
Oh, my God.
And then after that, we're just going to have some fun together. That's what we're going to do. Yep. So yes, November 5th is the day that Mr. Steve Perry himself will be releasing. Let's start that again. Friday, November 5th will be the day that Mr. Steve Perry will be releasing his The Season holiday album, his first holiday album ever. It's just, everyone's beyond excited for it. Why will I not be? I'm going to be in the weeds. I'm not going to ask a question because I can see the chat now. It's going to be going so fast. People from around the world are just going to be throwing their questions out there. And good luck to the person trying to grab the questions for Steve Perry. It will be interesting to watch for sure. Yeah. Allie, you going to be there?
Yes, I will.
Yeah, I figured. He will.
But I just can't wait. This is going to be so exciting, and all these people in the chat are going to be talking personally to Steve Perry.
I mean, I think it's going to be fun to see who we know gets their question asked. That's what I'm looking forward to. Oh my gosh, I know Mary Mendoza. He answered her question.
Hi,
Oh my
Maria.
gosh,
I
I
love
know
you
Gary
too.
Stuckey.
I love
He
Mary.
answered his question. That's why I'm going to sit back and just patiently watch,
Oh my God.
lurking in the weeds,
I'm going to be asleep.
just like a fish, just like a shrimp, because that's what shrimps do. They just kind of sit at the bottom of the ocean and look up, waiting to be caught and put on someone's plate. No, that's not nice. I'm not going to be like a shrimp. I'm just going to be like me and do what I do. Now, it was so funny. Some of the comments already on his YouTube channel, it's just great. Mary Mendoza actually said she's super excited to hear the album and that she loves him, obviously. And GM said, and this was just so forward and so amazing. I want a jacket with your face on it. I'm like, I want a pie with his face on it so I can eat it. Lick it up.
Oh my God.
Be like a Kiss song. I can't help it. I just can't. Peppermint Perry. He's so sweet enough to eat. Just like a candy cane, right? That's why I thought Peppermint Perry was really fitting. Yeah, people seem to like that nickname for him. He's not calling himself though. He's not like online going, "Oh, Peppermint Perry's going to be here for you on Friday, November 5th on YouTube, 9 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Pacific." It'll be fun. So yes, Friday night, the after party will be in the Kiki.fm house. Guys, if you have not downloaded the app of Kiki.fm yet, please do so. Giving you the best classic rock 24/7, including music from Steve Perry and Journey all the time. It's crazy. It's just fun. Also, if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, please do so. I would really appreciate it. Follow me on the socials at Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and TikTok. That really addictive app. I can't stop watching it. I will literally sit in my chair and go, "Don't turn it on. Don't turn it on. Don't turn it on." I turn it on and there it is, just hours later. I've lost a day. Happens all the time, but it's so funny, and I love cat videos on TikTok. They're hysterical, absolutely hysterical. Guys, I hope your Monday is just the best Monday ever. I really do. I really, really do. Remember to be kind to everyone, stay strong, and always remember, most importantly, to keep rocking. Hopefully, I will see you tomorrow. And Maria, hi, how are you? She said she'll be there with us on Friday. It's gonna be fun. It really will. We're gonna stay up late, put your pajamas on, and just have a good time. So, yes, Tracy. Oh, yeah, it is you guys, Friday night's gonna be a good night, kids. It's gonna be fun. Steve Perry and Kiki. Oh, that I didn't mean it like that. Have a great day, guys. Happy Monday.